Caitlin Clark is the only woman in basketball to ever sign with Wilson Basketball, and she's the only athlete since Michael Jordan to do so.
If we're comparing a Caitlin Clark signature shoe release to anybody not named Michael Jordan, anybody not named LeBron James, you're being extremely...
Basketball fans, hold on to your seats. Nike's billion-dollar empire might be in serious trouble after what just dropped, shaking the sports world. This isn't a rumor. Nike's top executives are panicking over this major turning point. Valued at over $200 billion, the multinational sports giant believed it had locked down a once-in-a-generation talent, the women's basketball equivalent of Michael Jordan. With her massive influence, Caitlin Clark's $28 million 8-year contract looked like a brilliant move. Nike assumed they had secured their long-term revenue stream. Then, out of nowhere, Wilson, yes, the ball company, launched an ad so perfectly crafted and emotionally charged that Nike's entire marketing team looked utterly bewildered.
When you strip away the noise and the bright lights, it's just the game you loved as a kid.
This is when things spiral out of control. Wilson went with basketballs instead of shoes to pull this off. Yet the ripple effect could totally rewrite sports marketing strategies. Picture Nike's current chaos to understand how we got here. The company has hemorrhaged over $100 billion in value since 2021, with stock and reputation tanking over the last 3 years. Investors demanded leadership shakeups, and unsurprisingly, the CEO quit. Even after cutting ties with Yeezy, Adidas thrived, but Nike somehow kept growing. Analysts now warn sales will drop 11.5% this quarter to $11 billion, the worst hit since the 2020 pandemic. Nike's new CEO, Matthew Friend, promised a comeback. Yet experts like David Schwartz from Morningstar say flashy new designs can't erase years of missteps. Nike needs a billion-dollar product line, which could take ages. Then came Caitlin Clark, a generational star 4 times more popular than any male college standout and twice as famous as Angel Reese. Every brand, Curry's label, Adidas, Under Armour, chased her. But she picked Nike, trusting the brand that shaped her college persona. Fans eagerly awaited the sneaker meant to revolutionize women's hoops. Instead, Nike stunned everyone. Clark's shoe wouldn't drop until 2026 or 2027, but Wilson snagged her signature shoe first.
But today was the Nike quarterly call, putting to rest any rumors that A, this wasn't a done deal, and B, there are renegotiations at the table. Something that this did clear up as well, it's looking like Caitlin Clark's shoe is coming in.
Unbelievable. A shoe taking 2 to 3 years? Absurd. Back in 2003, Nike was so desperate to sign LeBron James that they started designing his sneakers before he even inked the deal. LeBron laced them up during his NBA debut under the secret codename Air Zoom Generation. From sketch to court, it only took 3 months. Nike used to operate at that lightning speed.
Pairing a Caitlin Clark signature shoe release to anybody not named Michael Jordan, anybody not named LeBron James, you're being extremely disingenuous. Extremely disingenuous. We can't compare abnormality to normal behaviors. We can't compare the extreme case, the rarest of the rare case, to an average Joe Schmo walking down the street singing do I did it dum diddy do. We can't be doing that. We only compare Clark to Jordan, Clark to James, Clark to Tiger, Clark to Gretzky, Clark.
Nike now drags its feet with a 3-year delay instead of the old 3-month design sprint. Clear proof something's deeply broken inside. Media frenzy erupted after Caitlin Clark signed her contract. Since Clark hadn't even played a single WNBA minute, critics asked why she'd get a shoe before Wilson. But let's be real, commerce cares about sales, not fairness. Tim Duncan might have been the better player, yet Allen Iverson sold more kicks than him. Nike tried launching Duncan's brand twice, but Duncan didn't care. He understood the business. Wilson, though, is not Duncan. Clark dominates every Nike ad, billboard, and commercial. The kicker? She's stirred controversy with bold takes on privilege and white athletes. Basketball skill seems almost secondary. In an interview, she even called out Paige Booker, claiming her success came from privilege.
Nick, James reminds me a lot of you. Like, it's not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at that. Like, she understands her privilege and like, pushes her over the top and everything.
Then came another jaw-dropper. Caitlin Clark was snubbed from the USA Olympic team. The official excuse? She hadn't earned it. History begs to differ. Without a single NBA minute, Christian Lettner made the 1992 Dream Team, and when Diana Taurasi joined the 2004 squad, her stats mirrored Clark's almost perfectly. 2 decades later, Clark gets left out. Yet she crushed the league. Top rookie nearly across the board, 4th in MVP voting, first-team WNBA, and the face of a massive ratings boom. Over 1 million viewers per game, triple the usual WNBA numbers. Her playoff debut outsold every other WNBA game combined. The Washington Mystics even had to move to a bigger arena to fit her fans. Everywhere she stepped, attendance shattered records. Eventually, Team USA admitted leaving her off was a mistake. Meanwhile, Nike remained frozen, unsure how to handle their biggest star, tangled in politics and fear. Then Wilson struck again. Their new ad wasn't just marketing, it was storytelling at its finest. The Q opened it. Basketball stripped to the pure joy of childhood. Fans felt it immediately. Wilson captured the raw emotion, love, and nostalgia of the game, while Nike floundered trying to please everyone. Caitlin Clark, the first woman to sign with Wilson and the only athlete since Michael Jordan with such a collab, was at the heart. One tagline, Caitlin always basketball. Simple, bold, and devastating for Nike. Wilson seized the narrative while Nike hesitated, proving fans respond to the game, not politics. Every detail of Clark, her style, colors, personality, was woven into products that reflect her essence. On June 23rd, the campaign launched to critical acclaim, hailed as one of the finest basketball ads ever. Raw, authentic, fueled purely by love for the sport. Rumor has it, she might earn more in the EuroLeague than this WNBA season. The commissioner even confirmed she could make $700,000 overseas. As Wilson rolls out flawless ads around Caitlin Clark, Nike's silence over their star gets louder by the day. Too scared to speak with shoes, they resort to basketballs. The contrast? Painful. Fear has trumped vision, and Nike is paying the price. Over vision, Caitlin Clark signed a $28 million, 8-year contract with Nike, a jaw-dropping deal for someone who has already mesmerized fans and sold more merch than any woman in sports history. Yet, Wilson, a company Nike never saw as a threat, has stolen the spotlight thanks to Nike's hesitation. The irony? Nike built its empire on fearless icons. LeBron James, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, athletes who changed culture while dominating sports. That same fire burns in Caitlin Clark, but Nike is too tangled in corporate politics to notice.